right, people. We is back here again. Back at the Ponderosa again. We are sitting up in here thinking about how to eat an elephant. Because it's a big elephant out there. And, and the only way I know how to eat an elephant is just one bite at a time. So here we go. What you got, Ted?
Germany, the exporter of the world.
All right.
Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
All right. Go ahead, Ted. What you got to say now? Go ahead.
Well, Germany does almost pretty close to $2 trillion in exports around the world. And what they got, 60 million people? I don't know. I have to look it up. But they manufacturing like crazy. They sending stuff all over the world. And a lot of their manufacturing, they do almost probably pretty close to about $300 billion just America alone. They do a lot of back and forth as far as manufacturing products, car
right?
dealerships.
Export, right? They're
Yes.
exporting this to
They
America.
they export to America.
Okay.
And America, of course, they surplus because, we import from Germany more than we export. And very, very, when I say smart is not the term, I would put it like this: very skilled and educated people. They make an assertive effort to make sure their people are trained in certain things. Pharmaceuticals, now, I didn't know that they was that big on pharmaceuticals.
They are very big on pharmaceuticals. Very big on pharmaceuticals. And that's what's going to keep them in the mix. I don't believe that we can do without them because a lot of the pharmaceutical items that we get from Germany and stuff is needed. People need those things to live. So I'm pretty sure whatever that tariff is that on the pharmaceuticals, most of folks can probably pay it. They'll probably pay it. But they do a lot of other stuff too. They have a lot of chemicals that they produce. And I was looking at them about 4 or 5 months ago. And man, I'm just like you, Ted. I was surprised, man, at what they do and how they do it. And their government, how they are governed. I couldn't, they were trying to explain it to me and I didn't understand it at all. how they get to who their prime minister is going to be. It's a man. That governmental thing is a mess. But Trump made them do one thing that they didn't want to do, Ted, and that was
What's that?
to add some more money to their military budget. They did not want to do that, but they did it.
Well,
And
ain't no
they,
money in it, bro.
huh?
Ain't no money in it.
Yeah.
You know, unless they go out and sell it to the world, you know, Germany can do that. They can convert. But here's the thing: top 5 global leaders in the manufacturing machines for Boris Industries. Siemens, Germany. ABB, Switzerland. Bosch or Bosch, Germany. Fendu or Fandon, Japan. And Kuka, Germany. So the top 5 countries in the world is not United States. 3 of them is from Germany. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Top five, 3 of them is from Germany. And that's because they have one of the finest engineering schools in the world. Top notch. And it's been around for decades and decades. This is the problem with the United States. We don't educate our people properly. So, and that's the reason why we have to import so much stuff, because you have to always produce product. And then you have to export it out there to people that need it. And a lot of these countries, they see the weaknesses and then they go for it and they say, hey, we're going to specialize in this. We're going to specialize in that. And they go around and they start educating their people to make sure that those products are being made, and then they export those things out. And when you become a specialist in certain things, I didn't know that they were so into robotics. They was really into nuclear mechanisms. They're really involved in a lot of stuff. And but $1.7 trillion, and that country don't even have 100. Do they have 100 million? I don't know. I might have to look it up. I used to know it by heart, but you know, their population is not that huge. But here's the thing, that if you ever think about Germany, they went through a terrible World War II. And of course, the United States helped them get them back on their feet. They allowed a lot of German people to come here. And the main thing is that they only got 84 million people. 84 million people doing almost $2 trillion worth of exporting. That's a lot.
Well, you have to consider, Ted, that the pharmaceuticals that they ship out and everything is very expensive. They are those items and stuff are very expensive. Uh, Also, even during the World War, right before World War II, Germany was a very smart country even back then. Uh, They did a lot of stuff and everything when Hitler became into power and stuff there back then. They built a lot of fabulous buildings and all kinds of stuff and everything for their empire. And if it hadn't have been for Hitler being so crazy and stuff and everything, they might be the United States of the world today if it wasn't for his craziness. So uh, their intelligence and stuff and everything is still there. That they didn't lose that even after the war, like you said. And their education, I'm pretty sure, and stuff, Ted, is free. If you want
Really?
to go off to school, it's free. You ain't got to pay no student loans and crap like we got to pay. Their education is free, absolutely free.
That's because they ain't been spending a whole lot of money on military.
Hmm.
We done spent damn near $40 trillion in the last 50 years on military. Don't know why I want to talk about it.
Yep. But we wanted to become the world power. There was a race to become the number one, and we raced there and got it. And we spent money to get there.
Big time.
Oh boy. Okay. What else?
Yeah.
we got an elephant in the room, man. We got a big elephant in the room, man. We tried to peep around him and look over the top of him, but the elephant is still there.
Last night, I'm going through YouTube and I found out something I didn't even know and never heard of this guy. His name is Curtis Yarvin, Yarvin. This knucklehead been around a long time. He's 51 years old. He is JD Vance's biggest follower, and he is Peter Thine's biggest follower. He is a very influential 51-year-old philosopher. He's almost like an Ayn Rand. The only thing his thing is, I'm gonna put it nice, short, and sweet, because it's really involved with his stuff, what he got going. But what he believe in is a monarchy. He call it a different name. I can't even pronounce it. Monarchy, thick something. And what he believe is one person should run the country. That's what he believed. And he believed that person is J.D. Vance. One person should run the country, make all the decisions. I'm just saying, very, very, they call him an evil, dark person. And you remember when J.D. Vance says they eating cats and dogs? That's where he got it from. He getting all his little nasty stuff from this guy here. And he got tons of followers, young people, tons of followers, because he's into Silicon Valley. He's got the connections there. They call him a right-wing neo-political theorist. That's the reason why I say that, you have to know where these people are coming from, where they're getting their ideas from, because some of this stuff, man, is not even American the way America should be thinking. As far as he don't believe in democracy. He don't believe in democracy. According to him, we've been in an oligarch for years. And when you think back at it and you look at it, hey, he ain't too far off from that. So, but he said it should be one ruler. So what he talking about is dictatorship. Is that right?
I guess, and sometimes dictatorships work. I don't know. Sometimes they work.
Well, there ain't no freedom of speech in dictatorship, bro.
Well, true. But sometimes it works. Sometimes people
Ain't
are
no
okay.
ain't no Amendment 2 in
Some-
dictatorship.
Sometimes people are okay with that because they
Second
just
Amendment is gone.
people just avoid wanting to be involved in free speech. They just get involved in everyday life and raising their families, and that's it. That's the only thing they care about. And they don't care about the monarch and who's in charge. That's all they care about is what's going on within their family, and that's it. They don't look outside their family. You're not in the family, they don't deal with you that much other than trade in some of these monarchs. They thrive. So, but we were born and raised in a democracy, so we can't see what other folks see in a monarch. But they have their good parts and their bad parts, I guess. Because it's really actually it looks like we're heading into a monarch, Ted. So we might just have to get used to this. Because I don't know, man. I really don't see anybody right now who is going to challenge this man and stuff and everything and what the heck going on here. There is no resistance, and you can see it and stuff because they have destroyed our financial center, and
2 days.
he doesn't care. I don't care. He said, "Your pain, you got to suffer the pain, and then we get the gain."
And
Suffer
you
the
got all
pain.
Republicans telling everybody the same thing.
Yeah, you got to suffer the pain, then we can get the gain. Got to be a little pain here. You got to suffer.
And what they've done, they've taken over. You hear about the red states and the blue states. We've seen those maps.
Well,
The only reason
they almost have to be. They almost have to be because all of them are being attacked in the same manner. They're all being attacked, and they're not even being heard from. I'm looking at. I'm not a big fan of Mitch McConnell's state, Kentucky, but man, they done had two devastating flooding storms that have been through Kentucky, and that place is in shambles. And this man then got rid of FEMA. You don't need FEMA up there to help you guys out, and he doesn't even care about them. They're not even on his radar. We still got that storm that then came through last year through North Carolina, and they have not fixed that place up yet, man. Ain't nobody fixed it up yet, and nobody said anything about it. Some people over there, they struggling, and nobody opened their mouth. FEMA is no longer there to help. You got Los Angeles sitting over there and everything. They had that fire and everything that tore these communities up. Man, there are people in some of those cities and stuff they'll tear, and I'm pretty sure you heard about it and everything. They still have not heard, not even from the insurance company, to help them to rebuild their homes. Even Pacific Palisade, one of the richest areas over there, they can't even get enough stuff together and everything because the ground is contaminated. And they need the EPA in there to come in there and clean that mess up. And and the EPA is non-existent at this point. And nobody there to help.
Yeah.
So they got to come together. They're all in the same boat together now. And looking at the weather prediction, the forecasting and stuff and everything, and the weather folks and stuff, the people who still exist in NOCSA, whatever they call them, NOCCA, National Oceanic Committee or whatever it is, they saying that we better get ready because there's gonna be some more rain and bad storms and stuff coming through the Midwest and the East Coast. We need to get ready for it. Climate change is real, Ted. So, hey, more power to them, man. I hope that they do get themselves together and start doing something. I really do. And it's if they're gonna get the attention of the American people, I don't know, or the news people, because you don't hear nothing about it on the major news. None of this stuff. Very little. Only thing they're talking about is the stock market. They don't care. So, what are we going to do? I don't know. Pretty soon, Ted, we're going to be seeing more layoffs, man, in the private industry here, just a little bit. You done did those folks and stuff bad. And I don't know, was the Commerce Secretary or the Secretary of the Treasury said, well, all those people who have been laid off in the government, we're going to let them go work in the factory. They laying people off, brother. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? They're going to go work in the factory. They get laid off, man. Oh.
The destroying of America. Piece
Hey,
by
man.
piece.
And I was listening to they had one of the Trump secretaries and stuff up there and the financial folks and stuff and everything were talking about this tariff crap and everything going on. And Bernie Sanders said something that it just caught me and stuff when he said it. But we see it and we think, but he meant to the guy. He said, "Well, yes, you guys are doing this and you're doing that." He said, "But why do you have to lie about this stuff and everything when you be telling people what's going on and you sit there and look them in the face and you lie to the American people?" I mean, bald-faced lies. All of you all, your Treasury Secretary, your Commerce Secretary, you just lied. And some of the people believe him. I don't think all of them do. So I don't know, Ted, and I haven't. And again, today we ain't seen a whole lot of Democrats out there, man, walking around and talking and saying something or coming up with something here to do. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, like you are, where they at? Where are they at? We need some leadership. You can't sit out there and go run unless you got to have a leader, somebody who speaks for you. You don't have a leader to speak for you, then yes, they can't go after that one person and stuff, but still, you got to have somebody and everything who is taking charge, and you can take some guidance and stuff from everything. Hey, we gonna do this. This is how we're gonna do it. And if you're going out to the streets and stuff and you don't have no purpose other than to go out there and protest and put up signs, eventually that's going to going to start going away because people are going to feel useless. They don't have any reason to come out to give up their off time or to give up their sports time to come out there and walk around the streets because you say, oh, we just need to walk in the streets. Why? What are we protesting? So anyway, here we are again. Another day, another dollar. That's what they said at midnight tonight. They're gonna start enacting all the tariffs and everything, or what? That's D-Day tonight, and it looks like China's gonna get 104%. They didn't went past 100. Trump is selling past 100, so y'all getting 50 more percent. So you go to 105% tariff for y'all stuff. It looks to me, Ted, like this thing has gotten personal with him. He is trying to break China. I don't know if he can do that or not. Two superpowers clashing. Boom. I don't know if he's ready.
We already said that, we already know that China's all over the world. So
yeah,
China ain't worried about America.
I know that, but he doesn't think they are. He's out there still acting a fool. He has to think that he can beat them, Ted, because why in the world would he publicly and stuff, you try to humiliate those folks? He brought that stuff out in public. He didn't go behind closed doors. He publicly said this. He must think that he can beat them. And I'm trying to figure out how can he do it. I've been playing the devil's advocate ever since he said it. How can we beat them?
Well, number one, he's demanding as many companies that are U.S. to leave China.
Well, some of them have already started leaving China. Apple taking their stuff out and left China, but the countries that they have gone to and everything, he done tariffed them people. They moved some of their stuff out of China. They moved it out. But I don't believe China really cares if American companies move out. They threatened them. They told them get out. Some of them they told to get out, completely get out, because they made investments and stuff there. And I believe China thinks that they can go it without those American companies.
Well, maybe they can, maybe they can't.
Yeah.
I mean, our GDP is based on 70% of consumer spending.
Right.
So they know that they make 50%, maybe more, of our products.
Some guy out there, economist out there, had brought this fact out, and I hadn't calculated this thing in my head that America and China is 47% of the world. These two countries are 47% of the world's economy.
Yeah, I believe
47. The two combined are 47% of the world's economy.
I believe that.
Yeah, I believe it also, but those numbers didn't fathom and stuff to me that this what was going on, that you got two economic powerhouses and they're button heads.
Well, the thing is that China want to be number one.
Absolutely. They're shooting for it. They're tired of seeing America as number one. I can agree with that.
Yeah, they want to be number one. And how do I'm trying to figure out, how do he's threatening all the other people in the world
Right.
as
I don't
far as
understand
with
that.
tariffs,
I don't understand that.
and then messed up the stock market. And even now, they're saying the other stock markets that were set up around the world, they're going down. So, I don't know,
Why
maybe
hurt?
this is, I don't know.
Why do I mess with those other countries? Why bring all of them in? Every country in there. Why bring them in? And they were looking at that chart that they had out, and some of those countries don't even trade with us. They don't even trade with us. They don't have any trading at all with it. But we just it, there's no trading at all going on with them.
Not worth talking about.
Right. There's no trade at all.
China and Germany is two of the biggest when it comes to actual dollar amount. Because I don't think Canada does no more than about 150 billion, maybe, and Mexico is probably only about 100 billion. And I know Germany is well over 200 billion. France is not that much, but we do import, or I should say export from France to France. I don't know. This right here is a game that I don't know if this is his motive, is trying to get as much money as he can out of trading and working with the debt. I don't know if that's his goal or not. I don't know.
Yeah, and every time I start thinking about that scenario, that thing pops up, that ugly monster over there, the debt pops up. How you gonna get past that? We only got what 5 or 6 more weeks, and we're gonna hit that debt ceiling. You said May just around the corner, and he
Well,
said
they
there
put
might
us
be.
in, hey, they the ones that put us in this shit. These Republicans, the ones put us in this shit.
Yeah, they got that debt.
16 to 8, I would say 20 trillion or more is because of them, maybe 25.
Well, it's getting ready to hit us, and then it's get us in the face here in just a few more rides and setting it aside. And nobody wants our debt. Nobody wants to buy that debt. And most of the folks out there who had these huge amounts of buying our debt and everything, and just gave it up. And we don't know, Ted. I'm just everywhere we turn and stuff. I don't believe that our man thought this stuff out, because even some of the Wall Street folks and stuff and everything are saying we don't know what the off ramp is. What's the end game? And he keeps saying the end game is bringing manufacturing back to the United States. But most of them are saying that shit, that's 3-4 years down the road before you get it back here. So what are you going to do with them 3 or 4 years if it ain't here? And no other major company, no American company has even thought about bringing shit back here. Apple decided they had a small plant that they built down in Texas. And they only built the daggone thing to make one product, and hell, that product and stuff, they gonna stop making it now. So I don't know.
I'm going to change the subject right quick. I'm going to read this to you.
Go ahead.
Fortune 500 companies have unwittingly hired thousands of software engineers who claim to be American developers, but are actually North Korean citizens using stolen or fake IDs through legitimate employment. The IT workers are illegally funneling their salaries to Kim Jong-un.
I can believe that.
The U.S. Treasury Department and the FBI collectively estimate the IT workers scam has generated hundreds of millions of dollars each. And they've been doing that since 2018.
I can believe that.
We got all these security bumpers, and what's going on, bro?
Nobody believes that we need cybersecurity, Ted. Did you see Trump just fire his top cybersecurity guy?
What I'm saying.
Nobody believes that we need cybersecurity. Nobody believes it. The only thing that they can see, Ted, is that, well, there'll be a few $1 million and stuff being scammed, or a couple of $1 million and stuff being stolen from through whatever it is out of the banks. And hell, they worth trillions of dollars, so they ain't gonna hurt them. They don't believe it. They don't believe the damage that these people are doing out there. And it's getting worse. It ain't getting better, it's getting worse. Hell, Google must be believing it. They bought them a cybersecurity company.
Yep.
For what?
Sure did.
$36 billion they bought them?
Yep.
They believe it. A whole lot of other folks don't believe it, especially in the government. They don't believe it. Google said they are protecting their stuff, their people's stuff, because they have a whole lot to protect. A whole lot, because people are using their services. They're using their cloud services and stuff and everything, and they need to protect these folks' stuff. Hell, I just paid a $500 and some bill and stuff and everything for my year of service and stuff with my cloud service that I got with Google. That motherfucking bill with $500, I just paid it. But it's for a whole year. Because I know that they're gonna protect my stuff. And we got a lot of important stuff up there on that cloud. A lot of stuff. Very valuable stuff. Yep, Ted. We people do not believe that these folks are out there stealing. And we got to know that Kim Jong-un, he hasn't been in power and been able to stay as fat as he is and everything for all these many years. If they ain't feeding him, he gets some money from somewhere, and his people still over there eating. He still got them folks over there in North Korea and everything. So hey, somebody getting him somebody. He get it from somewhere. Yes, sir. He getting it from somewhere. So back to the thing, I can't make any sense out of it. And some of the most important financial minds cannot make any point out of what they're going on. We can't
I know,
make it.
like, people that's out there and anybody that's listening, you have to realize that I feel like this. We are observing the same thing you're observing, discussing and researching for those people that maybe care a little bit or a lot. We're doing the best we can to try to figure this thing out and how that we can overcome it. But also at the same time, in my opinion, trying to see, because there's nothing we can do to buffer it, because you have many people that's way smarter than us. They can't even figure it out. Can't stop it. I mean, we got infiltrators all over the country, all over the world, that's trying to take money from these corporations, take money from individuals. You got people that's come over here and do all kinds of things. We just had a raid for a guy that's in, I can't even remember the country, but it was another country that was selling children pornography, charging $100 a picture. So they're getting people everywhere. Because this is where the money is, bro.
Right. It is.
This
Pornography.
is where the money is. Whatever your weakness or your thing that
Pornography
you
is
have
big.
left open,
It's
you know,
big,
they're gonna
big money. Big money.
they're gonna try to get it, you know. They're gonna try to get it. You know, just like they did, you know, back in the day, all of these different name brand, off brand, crap, illegitimate stuff, clothing and all that. We are a main target of this country in every way. And now I just get a letter, information saying, don't be surprised if your money turned to cyber. Don't be surprised if your money turns to cyber currency. Digital. That's where we're going in. Digital.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And how do you keep up with that?
You don't. I subscribe to a news feed called Cybersecurity Insider. And when I first started subscribing to this thing, Ted, they may have had one or two articles about cybersecurity and things going bad. I just got one at 3:48 this morning, and it is 4 pages long.
Mm.
And you won't believe some of the stuff that's in there. Security tip of the day: spotting and avoiding fake devices. They are counterfeiting all kinds of stuff. It is, they got a list of it, of about 10 items here that they are counterfeiting. And they can't keep up with it. Even iPhones, they're counterfeiting them. They done figured out how to counterfeit these iPhones and selling them.
And those hustlers gonna sell them off on the street.
Yes, sir. It is a mess out there. And it's phishing stuff that they got going on. These people done got so sophisticated with it and everything. They're using AI to do their phishing with. And if people don't understand what phishing is, it's these folks who be calling you up and trying to hoodwink you, and they're telling you about your income, or they're saying to you that they're from your bank or your financial institution, or they are from Cash App or some of them other financial institutions, and they just calling you up and they asking you some questions, and unknowingly you give them enough information and everything that they go in there and they rape your account, take all your money. Unknowingly do it, because they have gotten so sophisticated now that they will ask you stuff off brand or whatever and stuff while they're talking to you, and you give them enough information where they can go in there and rip you off, take everything you got. They have these fake devices that they're sending out now that they're selling. And when you hook these things up into your home, these things already have malware sitting right on the daggone thing. As soon as you plug that baby in and put it into your computer system and stuff and everything, it's going through your house and stuff and taking everything you got, getting all your passwords, all your stuff. This stuff is real, man. I'm telling you, this is that's just part of this list that these people gave me, man.
You know, I'm gonna put it like this. There is a group of people out there, and I'm sure you're aware of them. They off the grid, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Totally off the grid.
Off the grid.
They don't use nothing computerized. Some of them don't even have phones. But going back to what you were saying, that's why they tore down or trying to tear down the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They're trying to tear down all the things, Consumer Product Safety Commission, because people are getting tore up.
And after they started attacking the Consumer Financial Protection Board and they started laying them people off and firing those folks, some of those folks out there like Cash App and all the other banks and stuff and everything started what they did before, ripping people off with these fees, absorbent fees and stuff and everything, so they can move your money around. Every time you move your money around, they want $3 or $5. You move it over here, they want some more money from you. And they done started back up doing that. PayPal, Cash App, all of them are doing it now.
They say you can't use that, what is that, VIN?
Who?
VIN, is it VIN?
Vimo.
Is it Vimo?
Yes,
You can't use
Vimo.
that on the app. They say it's no good.
Well, it's still working and stuff for people who know how to use it. But I don't bother Vimo. I don't use Cash App. I don't use PayPal. I don't use any of those folks. I use my bank. I gotta trust somebody. So I just trust my bank. That's it. All the other stuff I don't bother. So people, you got to be careful out there because these folks out here will take your money and they will rip you off every dime you got. It's horrible, man. I'm telling you, I just couldn't believe this stuff, man. I really couldn't. It's horrible out there.
And you know, they got a setup, you know, because all of this
Right. And
undercover drug stuff and money laundering and all that. You can only get like $10,000, you know, and if you get over $10,000, you got to report that. You got to write a form.
well, they're finding ways around it, Ted. The people have found a way around it. They found a way around that. People got a lot of money. I found a way around it. Now the poor guy, he hasn't found their way around it. And most of the people and stuff who find their way around it are doing offshore banking.
How are they trusting these offshore bankers? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh man, this is big business, man. Offshore banking, it's big business.
I know that, but I'm trying to figure out how do they trust them?
You have to trust somebody. And you remember Switzerland?
Yes.
Okay. They're becoming like Switzerland. Their credibility and stuff for keeping people's money safe and everything is worth more to them than anything. And that's how you trust them because you have to trust their credibility. And that's what most of those offshore banks and stuff do. They have a credibility thing. If somebody's coming in there taking their money, they're going to lose out. People are not going to bank with them anymore. They may lose a couple $1 billion and stuff, but they done lost their credibility. People are not going to bank with them anymore. So they're acting like Switzerland. You put your stuff in there, they guarantee you it's safe. They're not going to give it back to you. Somebody steal it, but they guarantee you it's safe.
Did you hear what you just said? Did you hear what you just said?
Yeah.
If somebody steal it, they ain't gonna give it back to you.
If somebody go in there and steal it, they ain't giving it back because usually if they done stole it, it's because you done gave them commission to steal it. Ain't no $250,000 and stuff backed by the FDIC. Ain't none of that. But they will guarantee you that ain't nobody gonna come through them and steal your money. Yes, sir. Folks, be careful out there. I'm telling you, there are thieves out there. You need to be careful, very, very careful with your little pennies, nickels, and dimes, and stop letting these people get you with these usury fees. Find some place to put your money and keep it there that you trust. Find some place and keep it there. And quit going out there into these cash app folks and all this other stuff and everything, because them people, the the folks and stuff and everything who using cash app now, those people are illegal immigrants or whatever, and that's their bank, and these people know that they can rip these folks off with these usury fees. So if you want your money, you put your money in Cash App. If you want it back right now, you're gonna have to pay them $40 to get your money. $40 if you want it back. But if you wait for the 3 days, then you get your money back free. But you got to wait for 3 days to get your money. So they hold on to your money. And then when you ask for it, you got to wait 3 more days to get it. What kind of crap is that, Ted? But these people trust Cash App because they don't have the information. They don't have the driver's license. They don't have anything like that to move their money around. So they use Cash App if they want to do business. And most of them, like I said, they illegal folks. And Cash App knows it. Rip them off. So
Your boy Tesla, his shares that went down to 221 now. I think what they're doing is they are playing with this stock market.
Ted, just like you just said, these people trying to take as much money as they can because they know that stuff is dying. And the people who are still out there buying that stock and holding on to it or figured that they got the deal now because they're going to go back up, they getting ready to get ripped the hell off. Because eventually that stuff that's going to go out there, they're going to bottom and they're going to stop fooling with it. They're going to stop playing and just let it die a slow or a normal death.
How people gonna make money, bro?
Hey, the folks who making that money, that's what they're going to do. They're going to keep propping that stuff up and make money. Telling people, yep, don't worry about it. Elon going to come back. He's a smart man. He's going to come back. Look at all that money he's getting off the government. Look at all those contracts he's getting. He's a smart man. So that stock goes up another $10 a share. All right, man, you need to buy this stuff right now. And some of them fools are buying it. They're gambling. But Ted, most of them and stuff who doing that, they can afford it. But there's a whole lot of people out there who cannot afford that. They can't afford it because they have already lost a lot of money. They don't have that kind of money to lose. All these people's 401ks and stuff like that, and they the money that they done saved up, and they can't afford it. But there's billionaires out there who can afford it, or millionaires who can afford it. But they can afford a few losses here and a few losses there, but they're gonna gain on the other end. They know how to game their system. They know exactly how to game the system. You make enough money, you're gonna get enough money. You're a billionaire, you ain't got to worry about it. Once you pass that B stage, Ted, you will never drop down into millionaire class anymore, because you're a billionaire, you're gonna make billionaire money. You're gonna win big and you're gonna lose big. That's how they see it. If I lose $100 million, what the hell? I don't care. I'm gonna get it right back. Right back. I see old Jeff Bezos that gave somebody $20 billion. He dropped 20 billion and stuff over there in somebody's charity. He didn't
20
care.
billion or 2 billion?
$20 billion.
$20 billion he gave
He
to
gave
one
away
person?
to some charitable organizations. I don't know how many, but he dropped $20 billion. He don't care. He don't care. He get it back.
That's a write-off.
Hey, he gonna get it back. Can you imagine, Ted, that most of them boys over there, if they got their money sitting anywhere, that every day they are making probably $100,000 a day or more
Oh,
every day.
they making $100 million a day.
Probably doing that too, yes, sir. But I'm just throwing out a number that the average Joe can fathom. Most of them can't fathom making $100 million a day. That is unbelievable. Every day you're gonna make $100 million a day. Somebody that made $100 million. So several of them. Man, I got $100 million that I just made. Next day, $100 million. Next day, $100 million. End of the month, that they worth 300 and some $3 billion or some old crap. 30 days.
Well, I'm making it known. If you want to get some money, I am no nonprofit, but hey, I'll take 100 million.
Hey.
No strings attached.
Hey.
I really need $1 billion though. I'm gonna say
Hey.
that now.
Hey.
I do a lot with $1 billion.
Hey. A whole lot.
Keep $2 billion for my $2 billion for myself. 100. What did I say? 100. What did I say? 100 billion or 100 million?
It's 100 million.
I'll take 200 for myself, and the other 80 I'll just give away.
800 million, you said.
Yeah, 800 million.
200 million, the other 800 million you put away.
I'll give the other 800 away.
Oh, okay.
All I need is 200 million.
Now, people out there, we Ted and I are pipe dreaming here.
I'm looking here. Look, I'm looking here right now. He gave Dolly Parton 100 million. Jose Andres, whoever that is, 100 million. Van Jones, 100 million.
Those are old. That's old stuff. He got some new stuff that came out. He got some new stuff that came out.
He pledged 10 billion to the Bezos Earth Fund.
Yeah. He following in his ex-wife footsteps. He's trying to keep up with Mackenzie, but he can't keep up with girlfriend. He can't keep up with her.
Even Goya got 100 million.
Yep, I don't know, and they trying to figure out why they had to give her that, because girlfriend, she got some money. Eva got some money, man. She got several movies out. She got a lot of money out there she playing with. Why they had to give her that money, I don't know.
Why they give Dolly Parton 100 million? She got
Dolly probably needed it. She ain't got that. She ain't got that like Eva has. Eva got a lot of stuff going for herself. A lot of stuff.
Jeff Bezos, he just gave away a huge piece of his.
Final word, Teddy.
I'm just gonna say this. It's coming to what they say. The roosters, the hen is coming to roost, or whatever they say.
The chickens is coming to roost.
The chicken is coming to roost. I'm telling you, it's all hitting the fan right now. And what the American people they're just living their own life and not a carefree. Maybe they worried, maybe they're concerned, but they trusting this 47. Keep on trusting them. See how that works out for you.
Yep.
It might work, it might not work. We don't know. Don't nobody know.
Yeah. I've heard last night on the news and everything. Somebody was telling me and stuff that they found out that the idiot up in the White House has a nurse. He has a nurse that goes around with him and everything. So I'm trying to figure out who she is, so maybe we can get some information about her changing diapers and shit. Them diaper changes. If that if
Wiping,
that big
wiping his,
if that big summer girl lay up on the bed and stuff getting his diaper changed. He pat him on his butt. He put a little powder on him.
well, you figure you got a piss process.
Man, they go when they find out what I'm saying to them, they gonna take us off the LT. I'm gonna be on social media. He gonna get up at night and he did that damn bitch up. He ain't no good. Get him out there. Anyway, people, goodbye. We'll see you guys tomorrow.